Welcome to a step-by-step guide on how to get comfortable on video. My name is Danielle Benson, and I am a voice and public speaking coach in Vancouver, Canada. And the reason I'm making this series is because I just started to video blog. And I realized how horrified I was with the result. It was really painful to watch. I didn't want to show it to anybody. I just wanted to delete all of the footage and start again, because the learning curve is really steep. Every time you start a new medium, it's a whole new set of skills that you need to learn. And I'm used to speaking on stage. But I work with people on video a lot, and I have a series of steps that I walk my clients through to help them get comfortable in front of camera. So I thought, instead of deleting that footage and going away and working by myself for a month or two and coming back with this beautifully polished video blog, instead I thought I would show you the process. So I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm going to walk step by step through this process that I take my clients through, and you can follow along at home, and hopefully together we can master this new medium. The first thing I want to address is that you can't grow everywhere all at once. It's only one thing at a time, and that's the most important thing that I tell people, and myself, because I want to be perfect, of course, that you have to focus on just one thing at a time. You can't grow in every direction all at once. It's too many balls to juggle, and it's overwhelming. So the first video that I did, actually, my objective was to be raw and real as much as I could in front of the camera. I didn't care about anything else. I wasn't worried about the technical stuff. I just wanted to be real and vulnerable. And I think I achieved that. Every time I watch it, I cringe because I can see how uncomfortable I am. But that's part of being vulnerable, is to show people when you're nervous and when you're scared. So I think I did a good job of that. This video, my entire focus is just get back up on the horse. Seriously, it's terrifying. So I'm not worried so much about emotional authenticity right now. I'm not worried too much about the technical stuff. I'm just getting back up in front of the camera and getting started. Sometimes just surviving is a really good first step. You're not going to be publishing this, but you are going to be walking through these rehearsal steps. This is my rehearsal that I'm publishing. So every time you rehearse, you want to adjust your setup, because it's going to take ages to get your setup right. The lights aren't always going to be in the right place. Your makeup might not be right. It might be too hot. You might not know how to do your notes. There's so many things. Now, my setup, the first video, was absolutely terrible. We were outside. There was sun on half of my face was in shadow. There was a line across my face at one point from the washing line. So I don't have to do a lot to improve from that. You'll see that I am in my living room. This is a screen that we have to divide our home offices. And I have two lights on me, one on each side in the front of me there. They're actually covered in like tissue paper, because I don't have any of the fancy stuff yet. Tissue paper is not safe necessarily, it's quite flammable, but I have those clamp lights from like Canadian Tire or Rona, so they've got a little bit of space between the light bulb and the paper, so they're okay. What I find really useful is to have a little emergency stash for in between takes. I have my water bottle right here within arm's reach, so I don't need to leave my mark. I have just some paper to blot my face, just a napkin, because it gets really sweaty with these lights on your face. It's also summer in Vancouver, which is not helpful, but even if it was winter, those lights are so hot. And then I do also have powder and a brush and some lipstick just to top up, because sometimes it can take quite a while. The last piece of my setup is that I have my notes right behind my camera. So I've pinned them to my curtains, and I don't look at them so much when I'm actually speaking, but they're in my eye line for when I stop speaking. So I don't have to stop and come out of the frame and look at notes written on a piece of paper. They are right up there just behind the camera, so that they're really easy for me to stop in between takes and look at and make sure I know what I'm saying. So my next step is to watch this video, edit it, and then publish it online so that you can see it, and also to take notes of the things that I didn't like about my setup so I can improve that for next time, for the next rehearsal video. If you are wanting to follow along with me, please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you haven't started doing any video yet, I really encourage you, just get on the horse. Do a rehearsal video. It doesn't matter how bad it is, it's just rehearsal. And I'm going to walk you through the whole process. So if you haven't done a video already, or if you haven't done one in a while, get a camera, set up whatever lights you have, and we'll start from there. I'm going to go edit this now, so I will see you back here in 2 weeks' time.